What's happening, beautiful people? Happy Monday once again, and officially welcome to the US market opening. Monday, 14th of September, and here we are. Welcome to the US trading session, guys. US stocks are set to open higher today on reassurances from the pharma sector about progress for a vaccine to fight the COVID-19 virus. The US dollar is still tumbling, trading against the European currencies. Tropical storm Sally is expected to intensify into a hurricane and hit mainland tonight, and crude oil prices drifted lower amid ongoing concerns about the supply-demand balance. These are the headlines for today. Stay with me, and we will analyze the charts in just a second. Let's have a quick look at the market opening and see how the markets reacted to the news today. There we go. We start with oil, guys. We see oil not being able to break the $37 mark. It's been hovering there for about a week now. Okay, and every day we're hoping we're going to get oil either to the 38 mark or to the 36 mark, but we had enough of oil ranging between 37 and 37.99. As I said a minute ago, Europe traded higher against the US dollar today, as well as the pound. Currently trading at 118.78 for the euro and 128.96 for the pound. Very good correction on the pound. Looking at USD JPY, wow, you can see the market's reaction to the news, to the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Big drop on the US dollar today. The Aussie dollar, just like the gold, is trying to shine today, bringing a bit of hope into traders' pockets. Let's say USD Canadian, the dollar traded lower against the Canadian dollar today. We see a positive opening, but still nothing really happened yet. The S&P 500, guys, and the Dow Jones finally opened higher. Let's hope this is the rebound most of us are waiting for. Okay, currently the S&P 500 is trading at 3374, targeting the 3425 or the 3400 level. It's very close to the 3400 level. Hopefully, it's going to hit it today. Dow Jones, again, positive opening on the Dow Jones, currently trading at 27,855.26. Let's see if Dow Jones will reach the 28,000 mark today. Moving on, the American stocks, very good opening for the American stocks, positive opening, very good opening for NVIDIA. Very good news on NVIDIA, which I will share with you in the next couple of minutes, which will explain the massive jump from 487 on Friday afternoon at closing to 522 today. Moving on, looking at the dollar index. The dollar index has been free falling the entire day during the European trading session, pushing gold higher to 1965. If you remember, guys, this morning gold was trading below 1950. And I said, hopefully today at the market opening, we will see gold targeting the 1970, 1980 levels, which it almost did. Let's see what's going to happen from now on. Brent oil futures again traded lower today at 39.40. Silver traded higher following gold. Currently trading at 27.28. Very interesting trading session for silver. And Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin is trading way higher than this morning. Currently trading at $10,624. Again, this is something I mentioned this morning. I said, hopefully, fingers crossed today, Bitcoin will get the push that it needs, getting out from that 10,300 mark, or just short of the 10,300 mark. Okay, so very good trading session for the European currencies. Let's see what's going to happen from now on. So, right, guys, before I forget, we have a trivia starting today. Okay, I will ask you a question, and I'm waiting for your answer by the end of this broadcast. So the question of today is, what's the name of the tool that allows traders to trade a larger amount of money than the amount they invested? It's a very, very easy question for beginner and experienced traders. Everyone should know the answer to this question if they are currently trading, or if they're planning to start trading soon. You cannot trade without knowing the answer to this question. So I'll repeat the question once again. Type your answer, guys, and I will reveal the answer at the end of this webcast. What is the name of the tool that allows traders to trade a larger amount than the amount they invested? This is the question. I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Now, let's move on. Let's see what the markets are bringing today. Nasdaq futures rise 173 points pre-opening, and Nvidia deal helps. Let's see what is happening, what pushed the markets higher today. US stocks are set to open higher today, seeking a fresh start after last week's tech-inspired sell-off. Positive COVID vaccine news and M&A deals are driving the positive sentiment, although this week's Federal Reserve meeting could limit the gains. Right, and we have a breaking news at the bottom of the screen in the right-hand side. Stocks open higher on vaccine optimism, M&A fever, Dow up 175 points. Great rally pre-market for the American indices. Let's move on and see what are the exact reasons behind this amazing American opening today. So, as I mentioned this morning, over the weekend, AstraZeneca announced it had resumed late-stage trials of its leading COVID-19 vaccine candidate, which it is developing with the University of Oxford after the relevant UK authorities gave their approval. What pushed the markets lower last week is AstraZeneca halting its tests after one of the candidates got an allergic reaction. No one could mention why, if it was due to the vaccine or something else. So they decided to halt the tests. Now they resumed the tests, and this is what gives the market a boost. Additionally, Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla said the company's own candidate, co-developed with German drug maker BioNTech, has a good chance of being rolled out to Americans by the end of the year. That's great news, because we all know America is quite struggling with the new COVID cases. This positive news has been widely welcomed, given on Friday the White House coronavirus advisor, the famous Dr. Anthony Fauci, describing the current data on the US COVID outbreak as disturbing. He also added that we're looking at around 40,000 cases a day, and the death toll is around 1,000 deaths per day. Yeah, which is huge. Now, what else helped the markets open positive today? Sentiment was also helped by the news of Nvidia buying chipmaker ARM Holdings from SoftBank for no more, no less than $40 million, guys. While Oracle new looks in pole position to be TikTok's US technology partner. Very big things happening across the pond, guys, throwing the American indices in an uptrend, at least for now. What else is happening this week? The Federal Reserve concludes a two-day policy meeting on Wednesday and is expected to update its projections for the economic and interest rate outlook, which will include forecasts for 2023 for the first time. The central bank also adopted a new approach last month to meeting its 2% inflation target. Okay, now, this is what's happening on the US front with the US dollar and the US indices. Now, let's have a look at oil, because today, guys, shortly after lunch, we had the OPEC meeting. We had an OPEC meeting, and we have some answers. Yeah, so let's see what is happening with oil and what contributed to that. Basically, OPEC sees a steeper oil demand drop as virus remains challenging. World oil demand will fall more steeply in 2020 than previously forecasted due to the coronavirus, and recover more slowly than expected next year, OPEC said on Monday, potentially making it harder for the group and its allies to support the market. World oil demand will tumble by 9.46 million barrels per day this year, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries said in a monthly report earlier today. Oil prices have collapsed as the coronavirus crisis has curtailed travel and economic activity. While some countries have eased lockdowns, allowing demand to recover, a rising number of new cases and higher oil output have weighted on prices. Okay, now risks remain elevated and tilted to the downside, particularly related to the development of COVID-19 infection cases as well as possible cures. OPEC also stated regarding the 2021 outlook. Okay, oil stocks have built up due to the demand collapse. OPEC said inventories in developed nations fell by 4 million barrels in July, but stood 260.6 million barrels above the 5-year average. That's very, very important. A yardstick that OPEC before the pandemic saw as a desirable level. Now, let's have a quick look at the charts again. All right, oil, again, as you see, guys, is literally stuck to the 37 mark, and that's the crude oil WTI, the American oil, and here is why. Tropical storm Sally to intensify into a hurricane, serious threat of storm surge, flooding, rain headed for the Gulf Coast. Now, as I told you this morning, we have this tropical storm Sally, which is increasing in power and decreasing in speed. That will, at least in theory, touch the mainland tonight. Okay, causing some damages. People familiar with the matter stated earlier on. I've been watching weather.com earlier on, where I got this screenshot from, and indeed, the tropical storm is advancing towards the mainland and going slower. Okay, tends to have a catastrophic impact because it's going to move slower across the mainland if it's going to hit the mainland. Therefore, a lot of oil rigs have shut down in the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, and I'm sure quite a few oil rigs close to New Orleans and Dallas also shut down to protect people's lives and also the assets that they have on site. So that's one of the reasons why crude oil can't move, is literally stuck in the 37 area. It all has to do with the latest news. So keep an eye on the news, see what's happening with the hurricane Sally, and if that will turn left, yeah, then maybe oil price will push higher today, giving us a bit of hope for the ones of us that have long positions on oil. Okay, this is what is happening with the markets today. Now, quick look at the trades that I took this morning, guys. If you remember, I took 2 trading signals from our friends at Forexc. One of them hit my take profit. It was the pound versus the Kiwi dollar. Okay, so the signal was a buy signal on the pound. I managed to set a take profit on that one, and it closed successfully with $15 in profit. Now, I have to remind you guys, I'm treating this demo account as a live account. So I'm trying to trade responsibly, and you should do the same. And don't follow my actions. Follow the signals if you want. It's your own responsibility, but do not copy my trades, yeah? Because we go into a different area. The second trade that I opened this morning was a buy position on silver, which again was very, very small, very tiny position of 0.1 lots on silver, which again I closed manually earlier on. And you can see, let me expand the chart. There you go. Yeah, you can see exactly the point where I exited the trade and the point where I entered the trade. This is another reason why I love MT4, MT5, guys, because this amazing trading platform shows you where you entered, where you exit the trades, and makes your life much, much easier on the long run. Yeah, if you're the type of trader that likes to trade heavily and place at least 2-3 trades a day, yeah, consider using the MT4, MT5 because it's very, very helpful. Okay, looking at the moving averages, we see a gold cross happening there. That usually signals a lot of buying power on the market, yeah, and a potential uptrend. If I would have kept this position open for a bit longer, I'm sure my profit by now would have been at least $20, $25. Okay, so just by following two easy signals, that's all I did this morning. I followed the signals. I opened the two small trades and I kept them open throughout the day. Both trades went into profit. So well done to Forexc for providing these amazing signals, because they do help us most of the times. Okay, and let's move on. Guys, if you have questions, interact with us. Also, if you like what we're doing here, don't forget to smash that like button, click share, and click that subscribe button as well, and you will be up to date with any new videos that we release. We might release a breaking news video throughout the day, and you wouldn't want to miss it. Okay, because the information could mean the difference between a winning trade and a losing trade. Okay, so if you like what we're doing, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channels, also on Facebook and LinkedIn and everywhere where we're broadcasting live. Okay, so this was the market opening. Let's have another interesting article that came out about an hour ago regarding the Brexit risk and the volatility on the pound, which is very, very important. Okay, and the headline was Brexit risk premium returns to UK markets. Okay, the latest round of arguments between Britain and European Union is upping the premium investors' demand for holding UK assets for fear of a chaotic Brexit outcome with hugely demanding consequences for the economy. Overall, the pound is down 4% against the dollar for the month. Okay, and there's much more coming. The closer we get to the 15th October, where the UK Parliament will meet the European Union representatives in terms of the Brexit deal, the volatility will increase. Now, as the UK Parliament starts debating legislation that defines international law by breaching the EU divorce treaty, British shares, option markets, and bonds are also swiftly pricing the Brexit premium. The pricing of Brexit risk is filtering through the interest rate futures and inflation expectations too. Okay, so it's a long article. You can find it on investing.com. I'm not going to go through it because nothing really happened yet. It's just an article that creates a lot of awareness that the volatility is there, and very likely the volatility on the cable, on the GBP USD pair, will increase as we get closer to the deadline. All right, now quick look at trading signals from Forexc. Let's see what they have for us today. Right, 7 seconds ago, we have a strong buy position on gold on an hourly chart with a take profit at 1978, they suggest. And a sell position 4 minutes ago on USD JPY, again on an hourly chart with an exit at 105.314. So let's have a quick look at the gold charts. 1978, I have to remember that because I will be opening a buy position on gold. 1958, okay, about 20 pips on gold. I'm going to go 0.2 lots on this one. Okay, with a take profit at 1978. I'm just gonna draw the take profit a bit higher there at the previous peak. Okay, it's not a must to follow the take profit levels. Okay, if you go higher than the take profit levels with your take profit, then that's your responsibility. The guys are trying to play it fair and quite cautious from what I saw. Okay, so I'm just gonna help myself by setting a take profit at the previous high. Okay, in case gold will break through that, my position will close with whatever profit I've realized by then. Yeah, on this tiny position, I'm looking at an estimated profit of about $64. Okay, on such a small position of only 0.2 lots on gold, which is fine. Again, I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. So I'm not desperate to make a lot of money. Even if I would trade on a live account, guys, I would not be desperate to make a lot of money in a very short time, because experience showed me usually when you're chasing that, you will get it wrong. Okay, sell position on USD JPY, if I remember correctly. Let's double check. 4 minutes ago. Yes, yeah, with an exit on 105.31. Okay, so I'm going to go 0.2 lots, sell position on USD JPY. Okay, with an exit somewhere there, just before the previous low. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, on the previous trade, which is a buy position, I set a take profit just above the previous high, just in case the market doesn't reach all the way up there. Yeah, on the sell position on USD JPY, yeah, again, I set the take profit just before the previous low. Okay, for the moment, both my positions have a bit of a drawdown, which again, I'm not bothered about it. I'm quite confident that at some point in the near future, my trades will go into profit. Right. This was it from my side today, guys. Now, as promised, I'm gonna give you the answer to the trivia question. Where is it? Here it is. Yes. So the question was, what's the name of the tool that allows traders to trade a larger amount than the amount they invested? And the answer is the leverage, guys. Yeah, the leverage. That is the most important tool in the life of a trader, on an online trader's life. That's why so many people choose to trade through a Forex brokerage, because they can use the leverage. Okay, so leverage is a multiplier, basically, that allows you to trade a higher amount than the amount you've invested in your trading account. So for the ones of you that got the answer right, well done. For the ones of you that didn't get the answer right, no problem. It's just a test. You will get it right. Stick to my videos and you will get it right. Once again, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube if you like what you see. Support us in delivering more quality content. Join me tomorrow morning at the European market opening. Let's take some more free trading signals offered by our friends at Forexc. And until then, remember to trade responsibly, and may all your trades be in the money.